Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? I'm here today to go through one of our newest templates. This is a payroll summary report, and the goal of it is if you're someone who has a couple employees, a couple contractors, you're cutting checks throughout the year, and you need to collect the information for what you're paying them, how much you're holding in taxes, how much you're taking in deductions, and you're getting to the end of the year like it is, and you're starting to need to collect that information to pass it on to your bookkeeper so they can do things like W-2s and 1099s. This is a great tool for you to collect all of that information to be able to help with prepping that work whenever your accountant needs it. So we'll go through real quick and we'll go through this. This is going to be a quick walkthrough because it is a fairly small template. It is automated. But we'll walk through this. And so, from the sections, we have an area where you can enter what your month and year end is. So you can use this for multiple years, not just for 2022 or 2023, but you can use it for any year going forward, which is very nice. You can just keep using it over and over and over again. It's default set for 4 different income types, 4 different tax types, and 4 different deduction types. And then it starts by default with 20 employees. It has a month total, and it also has a year-to-date total. And that's really it. And then we have a register here where you enter your checks. And so we'll walk through entering a transaction. We will also go through how to add or remove employees, how to change their names, also how to change the names on the income tax and the deductions. One thing we won't do is we probably here will not show how to insert or delete columns for income or taxes or deductions. It's a little more complicated. You have to modify some of the formulas behind the scenes. If you purchase this or want to purchase this and you need additional columns or want some of the columns removed, you can also just hide columns if you don't need them. But if you especially need additional columns, you can always private message me before you buy, after you buy. I'll be happy to help you add a few more columns wherever you might need them. So that's one of those things. Just private message me on Etsy. You can send me an email at my email address that's here on the YouTube channel, or if you're on Etsy, you can contact me on the email address given at Etsy, and I'll be happy to help you there. So but before we go to those type of modifications, let's just add a transaction. So as it's set up right now, we're set up for 2/28/2022. We're going to add a new transaction. And so we'll just do one for employee 3 because we have nothing in employee 3 yet, so you can see it automate. So let's say this is 2/28/2022. Now, if we're going to select employee 3, and what's really nice is they are a drop down here. Let's put their wages for $2,000 so it's very clear they're more than the others. We'll do $250, we'll do $50, and we'll do a bonus of $20. Now let's enter some deductions. Let's just do 15, 20, 25, 30. And for deductions, we'll do 35, 40, 45, 50, just to show entering those numbers. Now, if we go over here, you can see now those numbers show up in employee 3 in the 2/28 and also for the year-to-date. Now, just to show you how the year-to-date works and how these work, if you change this date, you move this to 1/31/2022, you can see it, everyone but this employee goes away. They go over here. If we go to 3/31/2022, notice everybody's gone, but that information is down there on the year-to-date, which is nice. And so let's just move this back to 2/28/2022. And that's one real important thing. Just remember, sometimes, like I said, if you want to see different month-end totals, different year-to-date totals, you do need to change the month-end at the top. And just as a reminder, the year-to-date is year-to-date as of this. So if you start entering March or April or May or a later month and you've not changed this, they won't show up in the year-to-date. That's one of those things I just want to emphasize in case you're using this. So if we go over here, we'll enter one more. We'll just do 2/28/2022. We'll do one more. We'll do employee number 4. And we'll just do 1,500, 100, 25, 15, and then we'll just leave the others kind of blank. You can also see here where the net pay is. And if you go to the summary, you can see over here is that information, and it's showing up here. Now, we'll go through real quick a couple modifications that you can make. You can customize any of these employees. One real important thing is if you're going to change the names, you got to change them before you start entering information. If you would change, for example, this employee here to, John Doe, you see how the information goes away. That doesn't help you. So you do have to change employees before you put information in. But let's go to employee 5. Let's call them John Doe. We'll go over to the register here just to show you. If you select the drop down, now they are an option in that right there, which is nice. Now, if you need to add employees, you just add them anywhere in here. So anywhere between kind of row 19 and row 38, anywhere where you have an employee already, just go in here, hit insert, enter their name. We'll put this as Jane Doe. And then what you need to do is need to go up here to the row above and get all of these cells in the income and the deductions and net pay. And you want to hit Control C or right click and copy, and then come down here and hit Control V and hit which pastes, Control V, which pastes, or you could right click and hit paste, excuse me, or you can always do with the little drag and drop here and lift, click, and drag and drop. But the important part here is that what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the formulas down into that area. Now, once you've added them here, notice they show up here, but now your employee 20 kind of falls off. You need to do the same here. Just right click anywhere in there, hit insert, and then grab the row above, and then right click Control C, or right click copy, or hit Control C, and then Control V or right click paste, and bring those formulas in. And now if we go over here, just to show you this person, if we scroll down, Jane Doe is now an option. Now, if you need to delete an employee, that's easy enough. Let's say we don't want Jane Doe in here anymore. Just hit delete, and then go down here and right click and hit delete to take that extra row out. And that's really it. That's how you modify employees. That's how you change the names. If you want to change the name of any of these as you're going, let's say you want to call this salary instead, you can change that right there. Any of these are easily changeable. Change them wherever you like. But again, if you need to insert one of these, just reach out to me privately, and I'll make the modification myself. Like I said, there's some formulas in here that are called sumifs, and when you insert, they don't work right across the columns. And so it's not a big deal. It takes me about 5 minutes. I'm happy to fix that for you if you go and purchase this item. So that's it for this. Like I said, we're going to list this here in the next day. When this goes public, this should actually be available. One final little disclosure before we go off. This is one of those things, just a reminder, this is not a tax document. This is not trying to calculate taxes that you withheld. This is merely taking the information that is actually on your paychecks that you've entered. So it's just taking the records that you've done. It's doing that. It's not going to do any calculation of income tax or payroll taxes or anything else, or calculate what the deduction should be. It doesn't do that. It has no calculations. It's just taking what you've recorded and entering it into here and accumulating it for the year and for the month for your specific employees or contractors. That's it. I hope this was helpful. Hope I didn't get you confused there in the process. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, always reach out to me, on email. You can always also private message me on Etsy. I'll put the link to the Etsy shop below. If you've not been to our shop, please consider going to Etsy and taking a look. If you found this video helpful, please like it. Please consider subscribing to the page. That goes a long way to helping us get through there so more people can see our videos. We're going to hopefully be doing more of these now. One of the things I found is that these videos do a lot to help people who have bought our various templates, and I really want to try and help people out there. I find this to be more enjoyable than trying to write instructions down of do this, click that. So I hope you have a great evening. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you later.